Hi YouTube, this is Hannah again. I wanted to make a video response for Louise Velazquez. I think that's Velazquez, I don't know, sorry. But you asked about like what you should do about your dreadlocks because you just got them done at a salon and you weren't sure how you felt about them. And I've had dreads. I was gonna make a comment, but it was just too much to put in a comment, so I'm making a video response. I've had my dreads for almost 6 months, and I did a ton of dread research. I think I've watched almost every YouTube video. So I'm not an expert, but I have a lot of different sources and most of them say that salon dreads are not the way to go, and I agree. Because they sometimes use products and just methods that aren't really good for, like, they're good for the look of your dreads, but they're not good for actually like maturing. And like you said, they're typically used for African American hair, which just acts differently than like other hair types. It just knots up easier, so those methods might not work for your hair. But the thing about dreads is if you leave them alone, they're gonna dread up. So you could just take what you have. You said she put like little knots in them to keep the sections apart, which sounds sketchy to me, but you could keep those, and eventually, just like this method called the neglect method, if you leave your dreads alone, they're gonna lock up. And that's kind of what I wish I did. I think natural dreadlocks are just a lot more unique, and just, it's a really cool journey to go through. So you could also comb out what she did and just start over neglect, which I think is the best way to go, like I said. Or you could do twist and rip, which there are videos all over YouTube on how to do that. But I only have one hand, so I'm not going to show you. And I would just recommend doing more research, just because knowledge is going to help you decide what you want out of your dreads. And that's the other thing about a dread journey, is it's whatever you want it to be, You have to choose what's right for you, and if you leave what you have for a few weeks and you sit and you start really liking them, you're like, yeah, this is cool, they're doing what I want, then keep them. Because it's all about just doing what you want. But that's my advice. I wouldn't go for salon dreads. I would go more towards neglect method. Maybe use rubber bands if you want to keep your sections. But if you want them a specific size, because neglect, they just make their own sizes. Also look up how to shampoo dreads, because you don't want to use a shampoo with a lot of residue, because that can get stuck in there. And I would just recommend doing more research, and you'll figure out what you want to do. So there's my advice. I hope it helped, but if it didn't, then just do whatever you want, because that's what dreadlocks are all about. Thanks, bye.